world of sports, the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Just a gorgeous day. We got another game, Division II Pee Wee quarterfinals. Hoffman Estates from Illinois set to take on the War Dogs from Colorado Springs. I love these names.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, talking to both coaches last night, they were a little concerned with the Florida heat, both obviously coming from northern climates. The Red Hawks are right outside of Chicago, Hoffman Estates, and it's going to be a warm afternoon, but these players are 9, 10, 11 years old, Pee Wee. Should be a good one.
Yeah, we're looking at the team from Chicagoland. You talked to their coaches yesterday. Pretty interesting story about how they drove in 5-hour shifts, 3 5-hour shifts to make the 15-hour trip down here.
Yeah, they rented 3 15-person vans and 3 coaches to each van. They drove 20 straight hours. They drove all through the night. They got here yesterday morning. Wow, I mean that's a tough trip. But the coach, Coach Miller, he's a 23-year veteran of Pop Warner. He knows what he's doing. He's been here before. And I'll tell you, both these teams are well coached. Andrew Johnson is the coach for Colorado Springs. He's been here before. These are good programs.
Well, both teams, you mentioned they were worried about the heat. Colorado Springs got here at midnight, too. So they're ready to rock and roll. So if you're looking for the team in white, there isn't one. But the team with the colors to our backs right there, that is Hoffman Estates.
Yeah, they got the white stripes on the hats and the red in the jerseys, and obviously the War Dogs are pretty much all black.
All right, so we are ready for the coin toss. Let's listen in.
Go in the air, land the ground. What's your call? Tails, call. And tails, you have won the toss. Would you like to defer the second half? Would you like to receive the ball? Okay, you'd like to receive the ball. Which way would you like to kick and go and defend? Going to kick towards this way or kick this way? Kick that way. Okay, come around this way. Okay? Yeah, it's okay, you're over here kicking that way.
These
okay, visitors have won the toss, select to receive.
All right. Sir, there you go.
The home team will be kicking, defending this goal, have second half offense.
Hey, we want to hear from you on Twitter, folks. We're monitoring our Twitter feed. Put a hashtag PopWarnerSB. PopWarnerSB gets you into the conversation. And the Twitter handle at @Pop_Warner. That's where you're going to find all the details. But do a hashtag PopWarnerSB. We're monitoring that up here in the booth. Had a lot of Twitter activity in our first game, and we know if you're in the Chicagoland or you're out there in Colorado Springs, send us a picture of a gathering that you may be having or a comment about a player. We want to hear from relatives. Trust us, we're monitoring that, and we'll keep doing that all week long.
Now, I'll tell you what, for the Hoffman Estates, I know there's a watch party going on at the neighborhood inn.
Oh, that's right.
So,
that's right.
Come on, folks. Come on, man. Hit us up.
Andrew Johnson, head coach, Colorado Springs, the War Dogs.
Both these teams, anytime you qualify to get here,
Mark Bueller,
done a good job.
Hoffman Estates.
Colorado Springs is 35-3 over the last 3 years.
That'll get it.
Undefeated this year. The Red Hawks were 12-1 this year, but the team that beat them, the Harvey Colts, they stepped up a division to play the Harvey Colts, and the Harvey Colts have qualified, and they're here as well. So 2 good football teams.
And we are underway. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Now we're awake. Makai Williams tried to catch that ball on the fly, and it went sailing out of bounds, and that was a fortuitous bounce for Hoffman Estates. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And, we've talked about the weather a lot today, but I tell you, as typical of Florida, a nice little breeze has popped up, and I don't think it's going to be that tough. Of course, they could have helped themselves by wearing lighter colored jerseys.
Could have.
And by the way, folks, these numbers are going to be tough to see for us all day. So if we misidentify somebody, please understand, both teams.
JoJo Lovelace Jr. is the quarterback.
Wow. You know, we just did a junior Pee Wee game, and in the first play, the difference in this moving up just the one age bracket is incredible in terms of just the way these kids come off the ball. A huge difference.
Edward Kyle made the stop for Colorado Springs. He is one of their best players. Pitch off the left side to the 40-yard line, and that is it.
But wholesale substitution already by Hoffman Estates. Let's take a look at this. Watch the penetration by this defense. Yep, there it is. This is really going to be interesting to watch, folks, because the War Dogs from Colorado Springs, they play a gap penetrating style defense. I mean, they bring it every single snap. That's what they do. I think a real key to this game will be how the Hoffman Estates can handle that penetration. And here's their plan right here. They want to spread them out a little bit.
3rd and 7. Wow. Thrown down. So it's going to be a quick 3 and out.
I think that was Jaden Oliver, number 12, the defensive end. I think that made the play, but it may have been Bo Freyler. Watch the penetration now by Colorado Springs. That's their style. Boy, look, that's just that is Bo Freyler, the linebacker, just ran through. He picked a gap and ran through. That's what they do. They attack on defense. Your one shot is to hit it with big plays.
4th and 7. They're going to punt that ball out of there, and that's going to sail out of bounds. All right, let's send it over to the Genie update desk and Kevin Court.
All right, guys, let's check out Kapahulu Raiders and Salinas Cardinals, and it's Chaz Omura hooking up with my man Jonah Henry. He's got it. And 47 yards later, he takes it to the house. Touchdown, 6-0 in the early going, Kapahulu.
All right, Kapahulu's got the early lead. Thanks, Kevin. We'll keep our eye on that.
How about those
The
two
West
teams?
Coast matchup.
Hawaii and California, they had some travel issues. Wow.
Gavin Herberg is the quarterback for Colorado Springs. And they are also in a run-heavy formation. Handoff inside to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be Kyle on the carry.
Edward Kyle is the tailback. The coach has talked about him. He is a one-cut runner. He's a one-cut, and he's north and south. Power I.
Trying to find some running room off the right side. Going to take this ball out to the 46-yard line. And that should be enough for a first down.
Now that was Freyler, number 20, 6th grader. He's also an All-American scholar, and I love that about Pop Warner. They have the scholarship program, the All-American academics. Fantastic.
AC Williams, 55, one of the leaders on the defense. Defense, they run out of a 5-3. And it looks like the handoff went to Kyle again, and he was thrown back as he tried the right side.
Pretty obvious already in both possessions here by both teams. Both teams play defense. There's a reason that they get here. They play great defense.
That was Lovelace, number 3, on the tackle for Hoffman Estates.
And I'll tell you, for the Red Hawks, Mekhi Williams, number 55, the defensive lineman, they said he is absolutely unblockable. So I'm anxious to see exactly what he can do today.
I think that might have been him again.
Yep.
with the penetration quickly into the backfield and dropping the runner for a loss.
Yeah, there's Mackay right there, number 55. He's the left tackle there, and you're right, there's the penetration.
Good play for the Redhawks, 3rd down and 13. They're trying the left side this time and really nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's their style. They are a power I football team. They'll run the power, which that was right there. They'll run the counter, the trap. They'll spread it out a little bit. And of course, as Dave just mentioned, looking for a 5-3 defense from Hoffman. They play mainly man-to-man, which is unusual in Pop Warner. But they primarily play man-to-man coverage with a free safety, sometimes no free safety.
All right, 4th and 13. Early, it's been all Kyle on the carries for Colorado Springs, and Williams has been making the majority of the tackles. See what happens here. Rolling, throwing. Incomplete. Up at the 35-yard line. That pass was intended for Ronick Hernandez.
And I'll tell you what, Gavin Herberg here, we're going to see him throw. Now, that was a pretty good throw, and we're going to see some throwing. I can tell you right now, we will see him throwing the football a fair amount in this game.
So the ball goes back over on downs to Hoffman Estates.
Again, Hoffman had just the one loss. They lost to the Harvey Colts, who are really a step up from them, and Harvey Colts are here as well.
Full house backfield. Bam. Quickly to the 44-yard line before he is thrown back. And that is Davin Shinhoster.
Yep, just a straight isolation play. And again, against this gap defense, penetration defense, if you can't, to me, the best way to attack it is to down block, and then kick out and run powers. Let's see if Hoffman Estates does some of that.
There's a good look at Shinhoster. He also plays linebacker on this team. 5-step drop. Incomplete pass. And a flag is down in the secondary.
Well, as a former secondary coach, there was a little bit of minimal contact. But anyway, we're going to get an interference penalty.
Here's the call.
Defense, 10-yard penalty from previous spot. Made the line of gain. First down.
Boy, I tell you, the Hoffman Estates, they really get their plays in and out. They're very fast-paced offensively. Again, look for the penetration now. Let's see how Hoffman tries to attack it. Whoa, look at that penetration. The defensive tackle in the A-gap, the gap between center and guard, is absolutely unblocked. You can't allow that. Now let's tell it straight right here. You just watch in this gap, in that gap right there. He is unblocked and he gets all the penetration. There it is, right there.
Snap over the head of the quarterback. That ball is loose. Flag is down.
I think that's going to be against Hoffman Estates, so it should be the Colorado Springs ball.
Dirty play. An illegal shift on the offense.
Yep.
Penalty declined. First down.
There you go. So Colorado Springs gets the ball. And a good scoring opportunity for Hoffman Estates goes by the board.
Yeah, and the first big play in the game, and of course turnovers. That's it. And now Colorado Springs, pretty good field position at about their own 40, 39 maybe. Coach Andrew Johnson, 35-3 over the last 3 years. This has been a very good program.
Herberg brings them up. 1st and 10 from the 39. And off inside. Boy, I tell you what, that may have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Terrence Lemons on the carry.
Terrence Lemons is an interesting player, number 55. He is a smart kid. He can play every single position, offense, defense, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. He knows all of his assignments. Boy, how valuable is that? He's lined up at fullback right now.
Giovanni Sanchez may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. 1st and 10 from the 47.
That was Lemons again. Get the ball on the quick hitter. Didn't get much.
No score. Counting down inside of 3 minutes to go in our opening quarter here.
Wow, look at uniforms, huh?
Man, I just noticed for the Redhawks, they've got their last names on the back of their jersey.
Oh, yeah.
From the power eye. Second man through, gets the ball. And he is bumped out of bounds near the 45.
Of course, you know,
Olfauer on the carry.
the Colorado Springs was here last year, so most of these kids are experienced in the Pop Warner tournament. That's a huge advantage in my mind.
3rd down and 6 coming up. Breaking tackles. And we'll get to the 39-yard line, but that is not going to be enough for a first down. Williams again in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Nose of the football at the Hoffman Estates 39. 4th down and 2. First man through. Wow, what a great defense.
Tremendous penetration. And that was a Corvée King making the penetration right there.
So King brings down Lemons. And the ball goes back over on downs. Or does it? Did they give him a first down on that?
Yeah,
I guess he made it.
Yes, he did.
So from the 38-yard line, taken off the right side down near the 36 for a gain of 2.
All power football from Colorado Springs. This is just a simple double isolation play. A kick out by the halfback, and the fullback blocks the linebacker. Just nothing fancy. Here we come, right at you. Stop us. Power eye, hard-nosed, tough football. Play action. Look out.
Should have been intercepted.
Wow.
Herberg was really lucky in that particular case.
Again, play action, full house, power eye. Boy, he just had no chance. He's very fortunate that was not picked. That's just a straight drop. Wow. I think that is Coach Andrew Johnson, Colorado Springs.
Wasn't too crazy about that pass.
No, that might want to rethink that particular play action.
Breaking one tackle inside the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 27.
Yeah, but watch the good fake here by the quarterback right here on the first man on the fullback, halfback. And boy, he pulls it out on that. That's a zone read option on that formation. He faked me out. He faked our camera guy out too. I really thought he'd get him.
So that's going to be another first down from the 27-yard line. That's a pretty effective play on 3rd and long.
Absolutely was, and all set up by the great fake. pulled it out late.
From the 27-yard line. Ball's on the ground, still loose. Popped out of there, and Hoffman Estate says they have it, and they do. That's Jake Wilcox on the recovery.
Yeah, just trying to run a simple double isolation to their left, and just never got the exchange cleanly at all. That was poor job by the halfback. He did not. His right hand was down way too low to take the exchange. The ball hit his right hand.
And clock stopped on the change of possession. We've got 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Two athletic teams, but really not a lot of rhythm to this game, not yet. Going wide and dragged down at the 31-yard line.
Boy, both teams, of course, that was Mason Reiger, the running back, number 23 on the carry. But boy, both teams really pursued. They both teams run well defensively.
All right, we've come to the end of the quarter. No score. Let's send it over to the Genie Update Desk and Kevin Cork.
All right, guys, get you back onto your action in just a bit, but we pick it up with Watkins. Check out Elijah Jeffries. Looking, finding Tyler Smith. Where's Tyler? Tyler's downfield. Will he catch it? Will he catch it? I have a shot sheet that says yes! He's at the 40, the 30. He will go all the way for the touchdown, 75 yards. How about that? But not to worry. Mount Hope, keep hope alive here. It's Dante's Inferno. Dante Grant. 46 yards and that touchdown catch. 7-6 is our score. And a terrific matchup right there. And speaking of great matchups, how about the battle between Tamiami's Colts and the Norfolk Saints? You have to say it like that, Norfolk. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Roscoe Parrish III. 15 yards on that score. Getting his glove on the board. They lead 6-0 in the second quarter. And don't forget, everybody, if you like that, you're going to love the halftime show presented by Genie. Be sure to stick around. That's coming up right here on ESPN3 and on the terrific Watch ESPN app. It's the halftime show presented by Genie, and I'll be here with you.
All right, Kevin, thanks a lot. Looking forward to hearing from you all afternoon in our updates. We still have 2 more games to go after the completion of this one. And we've got a post-game show coming up. 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl set to begin the second quarter. Hoffman Estates, Colorado Springs, no score. 2nd down and 9 for Hoffman Springs, and they try the left side. I'll tell you right now, both defenses are dominating.
Yeah, totally dominating. And again, penetration has been the key thing. And just take a look at the gap protection here. A double team down, but the backer comes off, and the end is right there. No place to go. 2 good defensive football teams.
So 3rd down and 8 coming up now.
And again, the penetration is the key issue for the War Dogs from Colorado Springs. That gap-style penetrating defense can really create havoc offensively.
That pass is caught. Boy, nice grab up at the 47-yard line. Intercepted.
Yeah, absolutely intercepted. They tried to run a wheel route, which is the 3rd man on the route, running a down, out, and up, and that is just very, very well played by the War Dogs from Colorado Springs.
And that's Terrence Lemons who made the interception.
Well, you know what? We have seen him now play quarterback, play tight end,
There he is.
play running back. I mean, you name it. He is all over the place.
Deep pitch.
Great pursuit. Hoffman Estates. But both these teams really, really run to the football. Obviously, that is all the key sign of a great defense.
So Edward Kyle on the carry. Give him a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. After the interception, they've got the ball at the Hoffman Estates 46. You got movement on the right side of the line, and that is going to cost Colorado Springs 5.
Well,
Start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Second down. That's it.
Makai Williams, number 55. If I was an offensive lineman, I would be very concerned about what he's doing. He shifted, and man, that offensive tackle, whoa, did he jump.
He was pretty excited about that.
Makai Williams is a man-child for Pop Warner.
Hand off to the tailback, cuts it back inside. Nearly took it to the house, got to the second level and spins up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that was Makai Williams, number 55, that misses the tackle. He's got him right there, but tries to throw him down and just comes off.
Didn't wrap him up.
No, he did not wrap him up, absolutely.
So it's a 1st and 10 at the Hoffman Estates 38. Good look at Edward Kyle. He's been one of the rushing stars of this game, still scoreless. And he's got the football again.
Cut
Taking
back.
2 tackles, spins down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 8. That's a strong run. A little bit of a limp as he comes off the field.
That is Mr. Williams. He likes to throw him down. I'd rather see him just tackle. He missed a tackle earlier by trying to grab and throw down.
So now at the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 2. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down coming up.
Colorado Springs, they're starting to figure this out. They double-teamed Makai Williams that last play.
Well, you got to be aware of where he is. And he's lined up on the left side right now.
Yeah. Boy, fast-moving game here so far in the first half. Only 6:46 to go in the second quarter. Flying.
Haven't had a lot of penalties. A couple of turnovers. Primarily rushing the football. First day of the Pop Warner Super Bowl. You know, if you're a little concerned about the heat, I'll tell you what, the stands are shaded for the fans here. Very comfortable under there. Temperatures in the mid-70s right now, probably as warm as it's been all day long. Temperatures are going to get down into the 60s. We're expecting highs in the 60s early next week when we really get rolling with this event. You see some of the fans that are in town following their teams.
Hollywood. Again, at this age group now, 9, 10, 11, the players, weight-wise, 75 pounds to 120. Boy, both defenses are really proving tough.
Going to be close to the 1st down. Going to depend on the spot. Brought down at the 28-yard line. And it is a 1st down.
Now, Hoffman Estates has lost. These teams usually have to win either 2 or 3 playoff games to get here. Hoffman Estates, 2 years in a row, has been beat in the regionals. So they're pretty darn excited to be here.
Herbert turns and hands that football off. Stretched out to the 25-yard line. I'll tell you what, they were bringing some hats to the football.
Yeah, they really run to the football.
Frailer on the carry.
I heard their defensive staff down below is yelling, "Wrap up." It's the same thing I think that we've been asking for. Wrap them up.
Doug, look at those rushing yards. Just 1 total for Hoffman Estates here in the first half. Colorado Springs was 73. Wow. They've got the ball now.
Yep. And they're down to the 24-yard line now.
Out of the gun. Quick hitter inside to the 22-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 2. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, 3rd and what, about 3, I'm guessing? 4, maybe?
5.5 minutes to go. Turning clock. No score. Springs, if they punch this into the end zone, we anticipate they will try to kick for a 2-point extra point. Hand off to Kyle. And Kyle down to the 21-yard line, so that's a pickup of 3.
Excellent gap control defense by Hoffman Estates, the Red Hawks. Defensive end that played off a block nicely was right there. Blitz.
Looking to throw
Blitz.
this time.
Blitz.
Inside pass caught. Broken tackle inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Colorado Springs. That's Frailer. Frailer breaks a tackle and takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice job of picking up the blitz by the back, and that's a nice throw. And that's just simply a missed tackle. Again, did not wrap up.
So they're going for the 2-point kick.
And I'll tell you, I watched this kicker in pregame.
Durst.
He can hit.
Oh!
Wow. Yeah, that was James Durst. I watched him in the pregame, Dave. He's got a good leg. A little bit low. Okay, now just take a look. We're going to take a look at this. Watch the excellent job by the back here of picking up the blitz. That's really the key to the play. Okay, and then just a simple hook pattern to the wide receiver. Good throw. Nice timing. And that's just a poor job of the cornerback not wrapping his arms up. He should have attacked him more from outside in and forced him back inside. So a couple of mistakes there in fundamentals by the right cornerback.
Let's send it over to Kevin Cork for an update from the Genie Update Desk. Kevin.
All right, guys, great. Back to that Kapahulu Raiders squad. And it's Trevor Sue looking for Shaden Molina. Shades of greatness right there. Touchdown on the 15-yard strike. His club leads 14-zip at the break. Back to you.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We'll see you at halftime. So Colorado Springs on the board. Bo Frailer broke a tackle and took it into the end zone for a touchdown. And so the boys, the War Dogs from Colorado Springs, have a 6-0 lead in this game. Are we going to see another onside kick? And this is going to be Durst as well. He just had that extra point attempt to go off the bar.
And he's got a good leg, and no, they did onside it. Okay.
Hoffman Estates on it. And they've got good field position. They'll start this drive near midfield. It's going to be they'll start it at the 49.
Again, that is a nice job right there by Shin. I'm having a hard time pronouncing that last name. David Shinhauser. They call him Shin. Nice job, David. Tight power formation. Tight splits.
Trying to turn that thing back inside, maybe forward progress to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of almost 2. Second down and a long 8 coming up.
So that's the answer for the Red Hawks. They're really going to tighten their splits down and try to stop the penetration.
Shinhauser on the carry.
Yeah.
Man, there is a lot of stuff going on with that uniform.
Hey, all these uniforms here. Hey, you think Oregon has had an effect on football
sure
everywhere?
Sure have. Second and 8. Keeping it on the ground, popping it through to the second level. First down and more. To the 42-yard line. And that's Shinhauser again.
Yeah, this is just a power play off tackle. Very well blocked. Good pursuit. What a nice game. And that's going to be the answer. Oh, boy.
10-yard penalty. Let's follow the foul. Second down.
All right, so this one's coming back after that holding penalty.
That is going to be the answer, though, by the Red Hawks. They're going to really tighten their splits down. Originally, the coach thought they were going to try to split them out a little bit, but that's tough to do in Pop Warner. So now they've come back, they've made an adjustment. This last series, they've tightened the splits way down, and they're going to try to run off tackle and outside, looks like to me.
All right, 3:38 to go. Clock restarts. You know, it's only 6-0 now. But, Doug, I get the feeling this game's going to break wide open. There's just too many good athletes on the field. Pitch wide. Boy, how about the great pursuit? Colorado Springs, their rush defense, outstanding.
Yeah.
Good job. Frailer led the way.
And Terrence Lemons, 55 as well. That's a nice job. Oh, boy. Terrence Lemon, that's awesome. Nice job of just simply playing off. Hey, they got 11, we got 11. Everybody's going to get blocked. You got to play off the block, use your hands, and make plays, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, so the ball
Terrence Lemons.
at the 39-yard line. Second down and 18.
Well, now we're going to spread them out, okay?
Here we go, 4 wide. Trips to the bottom. And no chance to throw. Sack time back at the 30-yard line.
That was Cale Corminet that made the sack, number 44. Boy, they're trying to spread him out, and I tell you what, you better block that defensive end because he was unblocked. You got no shot. Nice job, Cale.
All right, got a timeout on the field with 2:22 to go until we break for the half. And once we do, here's what's coming up. Our Pop Warner halftime show. We're going to have updated scores. We'll be checking out the highlights. And we'll have a look at Gridiron Greats. That's all coming up. Kevin Cork will handle it from the Genie Update Desk coming up at the half on the Pop Warner halftime show. Pretty good ball game here. You know, we're one broken tackle away from being tied.
Yep.
Young guys from Chicagoland. Mark Mueller, the head coach. He's a cop. And he works the night shift so he can coach Pop Warner during the daytime.
Sergeant.
Andrew Johnson's got his team out in front, 6-0. It's so great to be back at Wide World of Sports, Pop Warner Super Bowl. Nothing beats this tournament. And, you know, if you're watching it and you're in the area, you really ought to think about coming down for this event. It is something special. Throw, knocked away at just the last minute. A great defensive play there.
Yeah, that was Edward Kyle, who also plays at tailback. Watch number 1 here. Shoot across the screen and make a great recovery. Just get his right fingertip on that ball. Great effort, Edward. Boy, the quarterback, you talk about under duress.
He still delivered a pretty good ball.
Yeah, he did. Great recovery by Kyle because he was wide open.
All right, so here's a good opportunity here for Colorado Springs. They're going to take over at the Hoffman Estates 31. They'd love to punch another score in here right before the half. Herberg leads them up. Handoff inside. Wow, man, that hole closed so quickly.
That Macon Williams is unbelievable.
Yeah, Williams just like shot out of a cannon made the tackle. Lemons never really had a chance.
No.
It was 55 on 55 there.
Right.
Herberg out of the gun. 4 wide, trips to the bottom, looking to the slant to the wide side. Pass it
Wow.
and into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Freyler again.
This is a classic example of the corner and the safety knocking themselves off the play. Just watch the safety converge right there in the line. I'm sorry, it was a linebacker, and they both take poor angles and they knock each other off the tackle.
All right, let's see if Durst can get this one through. He already showed you he had a pretty good leg. He doinked the first one off the bar after their first touchdown. Low snap, won't get a chance to kick. Freiler trying to make moves, and he's swarmed under back at the 11-yard line. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good.
Running for his life. Wow. Let's take a look now at this touchdown. Again, it's the same little route here. First of all, the corner should attack from outside in. He goes inside out. The linebacker takes a poor angle. He should take that angle. He comes here. Watch this thing open up now. And again, it's angles. The corner should be outside. He knocks then the linebacker knocks the corner off, and away they go. Second, both scores, same route, really. That first one was a hook. That was a slam. There you see.
Freiler did the majority of the business.
Yep.
Great student. And he's got a couple of scores here up on the board. It's 12-0. A minute 41 to go in our first half here between these two teams. Hoffman Estates, the Red Hawks from Chicagoland, and the War Dogs of Colorado Springs. They've got a 12-0 lead. Both of these scores coming here in the second quarter.
First team we've seen that can effectively really throw the football. Good receiver.
Deep kick.
That's Makai Williams.
Collected at the 30-yard line. Makes one man miss. And he will spin his way up near the 45. Well, I tell you what, if you think there's enough activity going on here during the Pop Warner Super Bowl, wait until later this week. Pop Warner Cheer and Dance Championships for 2014. They'll begin on Thursday, December 11th at 5 o'clock Eastern. And we'll take a quick peek inside the arena. And that's where all the action will be a little bit later on this week.
Boy, what a setting that is. Isn't that beautiful? Everything that Disney does here is first class, and boy, they do it well. Everything.
And we were talking about the field conditions. Just gorgeous. The turf is in tremendous shape. From the 47. Pressure coming from the backside. Got that pass away. Incomplete. At the 30-yard line.
Now, Hoffman Estates, they're still trying to figure it out offensively and how to get something going there. That's straight man-to-man defense. And really, not a bad throw, just slightly overthrown.
Space was open.
Yeah. Well, against man-to-man now, you're going to get some guys open. Can you hit them? The big thing, can you protect long enough to have your quarterback make a good throw?
Not a lot of wind here today, but what wind there is, the Red Hawks are going into it. Second down and 10 from the 47-yard line. One back set. They're going to throw again, this time to the near side.
Whoa!
Did he get that in there? He sure did.
Absolutely he did.
Wow, there was a really tight window to get that football in there, and he was able to get that into Shinhoster, who made a nice catch on the right sideline.
Yeah, that was Joseph Lovelace that made a terrific. That was well defended. That's just a great offensive. Look at the catch. Wow.
Yeah, you can't defend it much better than that.
No,
with
he's
the
right
window.
there. You know, the key thing there, the receiver gave himself enough room on the sideline to widen at the very end and make the catch. That's a key coaching point on any outside routes down the field. You've got to give yourself room between yourself and the sideline.
Hoffman Estates now with 23 passing yards in this game and whistles before the snap. We've got a timeout called by Colorado Springs.
Yeah, Coach Johnson saw something he didn't like in their alignment. Didn't take him long to get out on the field and get that timeout in. What a great play that was. A great throw and catch right down the sideline, and now Hoffman Estates, here they come. 1:23 to go, though, in the second quarter.
Here's another look at that completed pass that's got them in business.
Yeah, straight man-to-man, and that's the point I'm making. You see, he had the room on the sideline to widen, and the quarterback just let him perfect.
The score here for Hoffman Estates would be huge to get right back in this game before halftime. Scoreless first quarter, and here in the second quarter, Bo Frailer has a pair of touchdown catches. And while in the first game that we had this afternoon, Doug, where it was, we didn't see too many completed passes at all. We're seeing some pretty polished offensive teams here.
Yeah, you go up just one age group to the junior peewee to peewee. There's a huge difference.
All right, 1st and 10. From the 30. And that is a 9-yard gainer down to the 21-yard line. It's good.
There is a huge gash and gap here. Great job by the offensive line. Wow. See, that's what you want to do. That was double down, kick out. That's, I think, how you have to attack the gap defense.
9 yards on the game by Reiger. And here's a quick hitter that's going to take the football inside the 20-yard line. That's going to be another first down for Hoffman Estates.
I look for them to come right back with that same play, that little off-tackle power play where they block down and kick out. Nope, they're going to throw.
Rolling to the wide side. And got to believe Hoffman Estates is going to call a timeout right here.
And they got it right quick. Right quick, they got the timeout. 36 seconds now.
All right, we still got 2 more games to go. Port St. Lucie, Capital City, North Carolina. That's a junior midget quarterfinal. We're tentatively set for 4 o'clock. Looks like we're probably going to make that. And then another midget quarterfinal at 6 o'clock Eastern. West Lynn, Mass against Chino, California. That will be the 4th and final game. By the way, about a half an hour after the completion of all of our games this afternoon and throughout the tournament, they'll be archived and you can go back and watch them in their entirety. There's the Hollywood Tower.
Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, it's just a perfect day here to get this Pop Warner Super Bowl going.
And if you have not seen at the Hollywood Studios, the Festival of Lights, wow, is it absolutely amazing.
With Doug Graber, I'm Dave Weekly here at ESPN Wide World of Sports, day 1 of the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. It's a game between Hoffman Estates and Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs has a 12-0 lead, but Hoffman Estates is driving. And that pass is intercepted at the 5-yard line, and the threat is going to go by the board. What a great pick. Blake Walthauer makes the grab.
Now, the quarterback it was a halfback pass, of course, and the corner is in absolute perfect position. And Blake Walthauer just gets up, high points the ball. Wonderful job. Really saved your team right here. 27 seconds now. I would look for the War Dogs to be.
3rd down.
Oh, they called that incomplete.
Wow.
That ball must have come out when he hit the ground. It surely looked like an interception.
Wow, so there's a big dodge of a bullet by Hoffman Estates. Another look.
Let's see from that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is out.
Great call by the officials. Right just before he hit the ground, the ball did come out. That's a great job by the officials.
And the officials, they don't have the benefit of replay here.
No, they did a terrific job there. Now, that's a huge point now. If Hoffman Estates can somehow, with 27 seconds to go, stick it in the end zone, that's huge. Straight man-to-man.
And that's going to be procedure. It's going to go against Hoffman Estates.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Boy, that hurts. That's just a foolish penalty. That really hurts.
Makes it 2nd down and 15. Moves the football back to the 25.
Okay, there's the next play coming in from Coach Mueller.
JoJo Lovelace brings the play in, relays it to his teammates. And that halfback pass by Reiger, if he put enough air under that ball, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
His man was open.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got them spread out. Uh-oh. Somebody's misaligned.
And it's going to be another timeout by Hoffman Estates here. They really didn't want to have to burn one there.
Coach Mueller, he's been coaching for 23 years in Pop Warner. Absolutely loves it. As you mentioned, a police sergeant works the night shift so he could coach. in the afternoons when these kids are out of school. All these coaches, there's over 40,000 volunteers in Pop Warner. Coaches, officials, team moms. It's an amazing organization.
So good scoring opportunity here for Hoffman Estates. They're down 12-0, but they're knocking on the door. Second down and 15 at the Colorado Springs 25-yard line. 27.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Third and 16 coming up.
It's great man-to-man defense.
Lovelace back to pass, going to send this one to the corner, and now it is intercepted. Flag is down at the 5-yard line. This is Frailer.
Frailer's a heck of an athlete now.
And he takes it to the 29-yard line before he's finally brought down. But what's the flag?
Exactly. That's exactly the key issue here.
Okay.
Hoffman State's player down.
Thank you. We had defensive pass interference, so not going to get the interception. We're going to get 15 yards to the spot. Short line of the game.
Well,
There you go.
Hoffman State.
What's the short line of the game? Thank you. So 25 to 12 and a half.
Hoffman State's fortunate there. They're going to get another shot.
Pass interference on the defense. After this is goal line. Did not make the line of the game. Third down.
Coach Johnson's hot.
Let's see if we can see the interference here.
All right, so it's first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Key issue, 10 seconds to go.
Maybe 2 plays.
Maybe.
Got to think that something's got to get to the end zone here.
They got a wide split to the right. I would look for some kind of a slant pass.
Lovelace looking, throwing, incomplete.
Now the clock never started. There's still 10.5 on the clock.
Yeah, that's
So
wrong.
we've got an issue here.
Hamanak was crossing, and if he holds onto this ball, he probably scores.
Absolutely. A catchable ball. A little bit high, but still catchable. I heard Coach Johnson from the sideline say the clock didn't move, and he's absolutely correct. Wow.
Wow, how about that? The clock never started.
No? Oh, boy.
Timeout, Colorado Springs.
On the field, defensive timeout. Last timeout of the half for either team.
All right, so both teams are out of timeouts.
I tell you, Coach Johnson, he's got a good voice. I can hear him.
Yeah, he does.
I can hear him all the way up here. We're at the opposite side of the field.
You know, I think there's a little bit of a discrepancy also about what down it is.
Well,
After the pass interference call, they got
Should've
the
been
ball.
first down.
It was a first down there at the 13-yard line. Then you had 1 incomplete pass. This should be second down and 10.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got it as, we're having some issues here with the clock, and I see one of the officials are over talking to the clock crew right now. Not yet. Now they've adjusted it down to 6.5
Okay.
seconds.
All right, then.
And that's correct. But as you pointed out, the issue now is it 4th and 10?
Well, after a pass interference call and a mark-off, it's an automatic first down.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we'll see what happens. We're in the end zone. We're about 100 yards away, folks. All right, 4th down. Lovelace. Blitz coming off the corner.
No.
Throws incomplete.
And the clock is going to...
And the clock is at 0.
Yeah.
And we have hit the half.
Now there's some discussion. No, that's it.
That's
That's
it.
going to be
All
the
right,
half.
that's the
Okay.
half.
All right.
All right, so both teams get a little bit of a rest under the tent before we start the second. Hey, pretty good first half, huh?
Excellent. How about 2 touchdown passes and one on a slant, one on a curl? Excellent throws, both of them.
And for Colorado Springs, they scored 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, and they get a big goal line stand late.
Yep.
I mean, if Hoffman Estates had been able to punch that ball in, they would have been right back in this game.
And really, Hoffman, they had a couple penalties down there, and that hurt them badly, although they did get the one interference call.
All right, let's send it down to Andrew Johnson. Andrew, what's your take on the way the first half played out?
First half was a pretty physical ball game. 2 foreign turnover on downs for both teams. These boys are out here playing physical football. The heat is really sucking down on all these kids. But you know what? National championship or bust, baby.
Hey, Coach, I was very impressed on your first touchdown when your team picked up the blitz and excellent throw. You had one on the slant and one on the hook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We try to execute the best that we can. We can spread out with some teams if they're stopping the run. We really like our run game, but sometimes we got to spread out and throw the ball. And we did a good job with it.
Andrew Johnson, head coach, Colorado Springs War Dogs. Thanks for giving us a couple of moments. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we will take a quick break, and when we come back, Kevin Cork will have our halftime report from the Genie Update Desk. We are at the break. Colorado Springs 12, Hoffman Estates nothing.
Ride like a rock star at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Buckle up and hit 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds on rock and roller coasters starring Aerosmith. You will take off in a convertible stretch limo through the streets of LA, through loops, corkscrews, and more to get you to the concert on time. This exciting ride in the dark will leave you cheering for an encore. Go the distance with Disney and the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Florida by training or competing in one of the many track and field events hosted here annually. From Disney Track and Field Spring Training to the Walt Disney World Cross Country Classic to Disney Track and Field Showcase. Get ready for your season or get noticed by any of the numerous college recruiters in attendance. Check out DisneyTrackandField.com for more information.
At the world famous Walt Disney World Resort, Florida. This is the Pop Warner Halftime Show presented by Genie here at the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. We are thrilled to be with you once again, everybody. Kevin Cork handling the halftime duty as always. Of course, we'll get you back out to the second half of the contest you're watching. But first, we want to let you know that there have been action games all over the complex all day long, and we have highlights of some of the action that's actually underway at this hour. Go ahead and show you the highlights first of all from the contest you've been watching. Oh yeah, it's been a good one. Joseph Lovelace. Now Joseph's looking for a deep pass, but you know who's there? Terrence Lemons making lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. Nicely done there on the pick by the kid from Sea Springs. Later on, it's Gavin Herber. Gavin looking for and finding Elijah Figueroa. Elijah. Whoa, Elijah, go. The touchdown makes it 6-zip. Their club leads right now 12-0 at the break. So that's a great game. Speaking of great games, we have plenty of them underway at this hour, including the one between the Watkins Hornets and Mount Hope. Here goes another Elijah. This time it's Jeff Reese to Ty Smith. Tyler for the long touchdown catch. Tyler's at the 40, at the 30. Oh, he's got time to just chill. That's a Play of the Day nominee. Number 4 with a bullet. 7-0. The squad from the district looking great. Later's Dante Grant. Inferno-like. Great throw, too, by Medeiros. 7-6 is our score at the break in that contest. Oh, there's more where that came from, folks. We continue our look at the D2 Pee-wees. Here goes the Raiders in action, taking of the Cardinals. Jonah, no need to be inside the whale here. He's just going to run. Go, Jonah, go. all the way down the sideline. 39 yards later, it's a touchdown. And the Raiders are out in front 6-0. Trevor Sue will hook up with Shaden Molina to make it 14-zip. That's where that contest is in the third. Then it's the Colts and the Saints in this one. Tamiami and Norfolk. And it's Amaris Harrell to Roscoe Paris III. Look, the first and the second have to love that carry. Later, it's Roscoe again. Check him out this time. Fighting, bullying, speeding, stiff arming, making his way in for the touchdown. 6-0. And the squad from the Sunshine State is out in front at that point, and they maintain that lead, leading right now 14-0 in the third quarter. So as we take a look at the scoreboard here, this is the D2 Pee Wee division at the 58 Pop Warner Super Bowl. You see the Springs, Kapahulu, Watkins, and Tamiami all leading at this hour. The latest game is at the break, and that's between the Springs and Hoffman Estates out of Illinois. Don't forget, the bracket shaping up this way. We've had a chance to watch plenty of contests already today, and now we know it'll be Watchung Hills taking on Hoffman Estates, and that's in the junior Pee Wees in D2. Meanwhile, the other D2 junior Pee Wee matchup is a good one. Deer Valley set to take on College Station, Texas. That one promises to be another fantastic matchup indeed. Okay, so we've had a chance to tell you all about the games that have been underway here at the Wide World of Sports, but did you know there are several professional athletes that have had a chance to play Pop Warner? A great many of them. In fact, we call them gridiron greats. Now, some of the names you may remember, like if you watch football now. Ron Jaworski is a name that certainly would come to mind. Jaws, of course, starring for the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day. Steve Young, a Hall of Famer. I saw him win a Super Bowl down in Miami. Of course, he is the first left-handed quarterback in the Hall. There's another quarterback who was fantastic. And as good as he was as a player, he may be even better as a television analyst. And how about Brian Urlacher? If you're a Bears fan, you know you got your 54 jersey. He is another All-Pro. We had a chance to hear from Jaws, and he talked about teamwork.
The game of football is always changing. It changes at every level. But I love watching the kids play. I really do. I think young people get it. They understand team. T-E-A-M, sometimes better than guys that I watch every week at the NFL level. They understand the importance of teamwork. 11 players working together to be successful. And I think young people also have a good feeling of what and why the game is supposed to be played. To have fun. You know, and winning certainly is important when you get to the NFL level, the collegiate level, maybe the high school level. But for young people, I think it's more about learning to cooperate with each other. It's about teamwork and having fun.
Well said there by my man Jaws. Second half kickoff coming your way. 12-0 is our score. Dave and Doug have the call after this.
Big thrills await at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Home to the wildest elevator ride ever, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Board Phantom Elevator, shoot up 13 stories, and then experience a thrilling plummet faster than gravity. Check it out right here at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
'58 Pop Warner Super Bowl. Ready to start our third quarter of play. Division II Pee Wee quarterfinals. Colorado Springs leads Hoffman Estates 12-0. And Mark Mueller, the head coach of Hoffman Estates, the Red Hawks, joins us now. Mark, you haven't scored any points, but you got to be encouraged in the way that you started moving the football late in the first half.
We are. We started out with our second offense at the very beginning. Now we're on with our starters. We're able to throw the ball a little bit here. So we definitely saw some good positive stuff of what we're going to try to second half and try to have some fun.
Yeah, and Coach, it looked like the last couple plays down there in the red zone when you had a chance to score. Boy, you had one throw that was catchable, a little bit high. We just looked at it right there on the tape. That easily could have been a touchdown.
Right. Yeah, we're going to try and get a momentum switch here. Defensively, we've had them stopped all game. A couple of missed tackles on some passing plays, but hopefully the half that we got them calm down a little bit and get out here and do something in the second half.
All right, Mark. Hey, thanks, and best of luck in the second half. And we are really enjoying Makai Williams. He's all over the field.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, let's take a look at the stats. And you can see Colorado Springs with a big edge, almost a 3-1 advantage when it comes to total yards.
Yeah, and again, it's been a lot of errors by Hoffman Estates that has really held their numbers down.
And turnovers, 2 of them for Hoffman Estates. You know, when you break this game down, sometimes it's not that complicated. You got to avoid the turnovers if you want to win these games. And we point out here in the Pop Warner Super Bowl, you're playing 4 10-minute quarters. These games, when one team is running the ball, the clock just runs away.
These games fly. And 2 turnovers, I mean, that's the mistakes I'm talking about, why their yardage, because they have moved the ball.
So, you know, we talked to Mark Mueller, the head coach at Hoffman Estates, just a second ago. He's a Chicago cop in real life and just coaches these kids for fun. What kind of adjustments do you think they'll make in the second half?
Well, I like what they did late in the second quarter when they started cutting their splits down a little bit, and they started blocking down the gap penetration. They stopped the penetration, blocked with the tackle and guard, and even tight end down, and then kick out. I think you'll see him come back to that for the run that off tackle power.
And for Colorado Springs, Edward Kyle, he was shown to be a very, very elusive back. And, you know, what about Frailer? Bo Frailer's made 2 big plays in this game, breaking tackles. He's got 2 touchdown catches. Terrence Lemons has been impressive for them. Hey, you know, James Durst has been impressive.
Yeah, you know what? Coach Mueller hit it right on the button. The 2 missed tackles on the short throws that ended up being touchdowns. That's really the difference in the game.
Hey, we are monitoring your tweets about the Pop Warner Super Bowl. Just wanted to give you another update on that. Put the hashtag Pop Warner SB and we'll follow your conversation. And if you want to follow the Pop Warner account, it's at Pop_Warner. That's at Pop_Warner. But go ahead and throw a message to us. And we've seen a couple of your pictures, game watching parties. Those are awesome. Hashtag Pop Warner SB. Hashtag Pop Warner SB. Coach, you're not on Twitter, are you?
No.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I'm doing enough for both of us.
Yeah,
this week,
I
okay?
hope so. You handle it for me. I say enough foolish things. I don't need to write them out too.
Colorado Springs will get the football first as we start our second half, and that ball is going to get out of bounds. So Colorado Springs, that ball goes out of bounds. That should be a penalty on Hoffman Estates. It's a good field position coming up here for Colorado Springs.
By the kicking team,
Yeah.
we'll take it where it went out of bounds at 35.
All right. So there's a good look at Mark Mueller. Trying to get the young guys from Chicagoland up and running.
Dedicated football coach, 23 years, and he loves it.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Really enjoyed speaking with him.
So no gain on that play. It'll be second down and 10. Both these teams have played some really impressive defense. You know, Hoffman Estates, there you see them in the red tops and in the black pants. Just a couple of missed tackles. Outside of that, this game would still be scoreless.
Absolutely, and those are the 2 errors. And they're number 55 on the right ear screen, Makai Williams.
Oh, he's been everywhere.
He has absolutely been dominant.
Terrorizing the offense and the defense. Broken tackle. We told you about Edward Kyle. He is shifty when he gets a hold of the football. That should have been about a 3-yard loss, and he managed to get that back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, both of these teams do one thing extremely well defensively. They run to the football. Just watch the pursuit here. And watch the red jerseys get to the football and look at the red jerseys at the ball. That's a good defensive football team.
4 wide, trips to the bottom. 3rd and 11. Gavin Herber back to pass. And it's a completed pass into a dangerous area. The short gain, a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and that was Makai Williams again that makes the tackle, number 55. Watch him here, just a quick little inside screen.
Oh.
And there he almost could have intercepted it. He was all over it.
Going away from 55, that might be a good plan.
I don't think I'd run a screen at him.
No, not a chance. 4th and a dozen. The last scrimmage is the 34.
Let's see if they don't quick kick this.
Oh,
nice.
now it's really getting
wow.
interesting. Trying to turn the corner, going to go out of bounds at around the 29-yard line, and that is where Hoffman Estates will start their first possession of the second half.
Well, they start their first possession not too far from where they ended the second quarter with a great opportunity right here now to put one in the end zone.
All right, we'll send this one over to the update desk and Kevin Cork.
All right, guys, Hornets and Cowboys and Jay-Sean Barham. Right place, right time. Good stroke, cut to the left. Touchdown. And his glove is out in front. 14-6, third quarter in that one, and it is a good one.
How about that? A team from Rhode Island in this tournament. Good to see that.
Yep.
7:55 to go, third quarter. Hoffman Estates still scoreless, trying to get on the scoreboard. JoJo Lovelace is swarmed under. Back at the 34-yard line, he is sacked. That's Terrence Lemons.
Well, you know, the War Dogs, they play straight man-to-man every snap. They play gap pressure, penetration defense, and frankly, they have not done a good enough job getting receivers open, and they have not blocked that front very well. The quarterback has really not had much of a chance, has Mr. Lovelace.
You got to take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves, and now after a loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Quick hitter up the middle. One broken tackle, and then that's it to the 31-yard line. 3rd and long coming up.
Just nothing there. Nothing there. Again, I would love to see them go back to the tight splits. Block down, block down, block down, kick out, boom, run the football.
That's obviously 4 down territory coming here. 3rd down conversions. Hoffman Estates 0 for this afternoon. 0 for 4. Colorado Springs to a 6. Big one in this ball game. Midway through the 3rd, Colorado Springs up by 12. 12-0. Here's a pitch. How about running to the football? My goodness, Colorado Springs had that sniffed out. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Look at all the dark jerseys around the football.
Yeah, this is a great shot. Just watch the black shirts get to this football on the toss sweep. Just look at the pursuit by the War Dogs. I mean, look at the black hats that get to that football. Tough to run against.
So you got to think that a pass is coming here. No gain on the play. 4th and 12. Need the 17-yard line to keep the drive alive.
The only other thing they could do is run some crossing routes and hope to pick off the defenders.
Play action.
That's
Lovelace going to throw. Incomplete. Down at the 15-yard line. The pass was intended for Shinhauser.
Yeah, but that was well covered. They had a free safety right there that was in position to make the play, and it was man-to-man coverage underneath, and he had help over the top, and again, pressure on the quarterback. He got the one left hand on it, but that would have been an extremely tough catch.
He's looking over the wrong shoulder.
Yep.
And we have got a Colorado Springs defender down. Pop Warner, 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. Hosted at ESPN Wild World of Sports since this facility opened back in 1997. This thing's just getting bigger and better every year, Doug. The teams, just the quality of play is improving. The coaching is improving. It's amazing when you take a look at how sophisticated the offenses and defenses are.
Right. And Dave, it goes right on up the line. Look at the number of true freshmen now that are having a dynamic impact in college football. It starts in Pop Warner, and it goes up. Look, in the NFL, if you're a rookie high, you're going to play. If you're a rookie higher draft choice, hey, you're going to play. The warm-out periods just don't happen anymore. And again, I think it's in all sports. Just these kids, with the video, with all of the new training methods and everything else, they just develop so much faster.
One of the things, the injured player is coming off the field under his own power. Looks to be all right.
He's fine. Yeah.
One of the things that we see the bios of all the players, and I was looking at, that's Lovelace, the quarterback. We see the bios of all the players, and I'm really happy to see some of these young athletes not specializing in one sport. They're doing a lot of things: basketball, lacrosse, football. When you're a young person, you really need to experience all this stuff.
Absolutely, and athletically, I think it is much to your advantage. And a lot of coaches, put pressure on you not to do it. But I think for young people, I think it's great.
Oh, the defense! My goodness!
What a great open field tackle that was.
Hoffman Estates getting a big play right there. That's Giovanni Sanchez, 28.
Yeah, what a great open field tackle. Boy, playing off the block right there, the corner comes up, big time tackle. That's the proper way to, he wrapped him up. He took the blow and he wrapped him up.
There's a good look.
Nice job, Mr. Giovanni Sanchez. Very impressed.
Loss of 3, second down and 13 coming up. Inside of 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Quarterfinal game, first appearance for both these teams this week. Hoffman Estates from Chicagoland, Colorado Springs, the Warhogs with the football. Play action, second and 13. Oh my goodness, look at the pressure. Sacked all the way back at the 18-yard line. A whole host of defenders back there. Jason Bernero, 25.
Well, that's what it's going to take for Hoffman Estates. They're going to have to play dominant defense to have a chance to get back in this game.
And Williams was around the ball as well.
He's around the ball every snap. He is something.
Herberg had stepped away from that sack attempt by Bernero. Williams was right there to collect it and wrap him up. Ball's all the way back at the 20-yard line. And we've got a timeout here called by Colorado Springs.
Yeah, 3rd and 17. I would think that we may see some kind of a pass from them. Although, you're up 12-0, they may take the more conservative approach.
Hey, one of the things that we've added on our coverage here on ESPN3 at the Pop Warner Super Bowl is a dedicated postgame show after every game. And that'll be, Kevin Cork will be hosting that from the Genie Update Desk. That'll be coming up immediately after the game. This is the second of our 4 live games this afternoon on ESPN3. Once we hit the post-game show, that's a great place to get caught up with game highlights, stats, analysis. Kevin's got you covered. That's the post-game show presented by Genie, coming up on ESPN3 at the conclusion of every game.
We just talked about how the play gets better every single year. I mean, the facilities and the production facility that ESPN Wide World Sports has right here with Mr. Colangelo in charge is unbelievable.
All right, after this timeout, we're back at it. From the 20-yard line. Going to swing this out. Wide receiver, and there he goes down the sideline. Breaking tackles and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And you know who it is. It's Beau Freyler. So Freyler, who's got 2 touchdown catches to his credit already in this game, breaks a tackle and he shows you his taillights.
What a fantastic job of executing the play. Watch the blocking scheme right here. And this is just a very well executed offensive play. And of course, Freyler, again, they're straight man-to-man. But look at the blocking downfield. He breaks 1 tackle, and that's it. Now, 3 times a day, he's broken tackles. That's not an accident. He's strong.
Tried to jet sweep to the wide side. Got a little bit of run there for Terrence Lemons. It's hot out here.
It's very simple. Teams that execute win. That was a terrific execution.
And that ball is loose. And the Warwick Dogs get back on it, back at the 40.
Not good execution, right?
That's funny. That's Murphy's Law, isn't it? The moment you mention something, like the very next snap.
Yeah.
Inside of 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Colorado Springs with a 12-0 lead, and they are driving. 3rd and 8. Trying to set up the screen, and man, those young guys from Chicagoland are all over that. No gain. 4th down coming up.
Now the screens, the screens are not good plays against man-to-man defense, and that's straight man-to-man. And again, they don't have much chance there.
And 55 is in the middle of everything. Makai Williams continues to impress. Why would you run a screen to his side?
Well, that's twice now that they did. Oh, look at this formation.
There you go. 4 wide. Trips to the wide side, the bottom. And this is a 4th down play. Rolling, looking, still looking. Firing this one deep into traffic.
Oh!
And it's caught out of the air. Frailer, touchdown. Now check that. That's Lemons. Lemons with the touchdown catch.
Wow. The tip drill offensively pays off this time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable catch and play. Take a look at it again. You'll see the ball get tipped up in the air. And again, Lemons is right on the spot.
Great concentration. This is mine. I got an appointment in the end zone.
Play of the game right there.
All right, Durst for an extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and that's worth 2 points.
Yeah,
A flag is down.
This is going to be roughing the kicker, I think, or the hole.
So it's 20-0. One more look at the touchdown.
Nice job of avoiding the pocket. Boy, it breaks 2 tackles.
Herberg. Nice.
I don't think it was planned that way, but it almost looked like it was.
Yeah, there you go. It's a SportsCenter Top 10 nominee. Hashtag SC Top 10. Let's get some Pop Warner into that Top 10.
Well, we usually do every year. We get 1 or 2 of them in there, and that's certainly a candidate.
Nice play. Terrence Lemons. Well, the wind is probably blowing as hard as it has all afternoon. It's into our face. So Colorado State playing with the wind here for the next 2 minutes or so. Minute 48 left in our third quarter. 20-0. Boy, I tell you what, though, Doug, this game, I don't really think that score is indicative of the way this game's been played. These teams are pretty even.
They really are, and it's just been the 3 pass plays in it's the 3 plays in the game. Well, the play where they 3rd and 17 that they converted now. So it's 4 pass plays by Colorado Springs that have really been the difference in this game.
Yeah, 3 by Frailer, 2 for touchdowns, and then Lemons taking that deflected ball in for a score. Short kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. So we've had 2 kicks in this quarter that have gone out of bounds. 1 for each team.
Yeah, that should be spotted, I would think, around the 30, 31. Let's see exactly where they spotted here.
Or you have 5-yard re-kick. What do you want? You don't get a 35, 25 yards this way. 5 yards and re-kick, coach. All right. Huh? Or the 15, okay, 15 yards back. Yeah, 15 yards from previous spot, right? So we kicked off from there, so we'll be right here at 30.
Okay. Yeah, right at the 30.
Is that where I went out of bounds? It's better spot? Okay, so we'll take it right there. Free kick, out of bounds by kicking team. take the ball, we're right out of bounds. First down.
Tell you what, these mic'd officials are great.
Yeah.
You love to hear the process and the options for the head coaches. And so obviously, Hoffman Estates are going to take that football where it went out of bounds. So they'll start this drive from their own 32-yard line, and now they are trailing by 3 scores.
And now Makai Williams is at the right halfback in the wishbone. Oh boy. Oh, we didn't have the down marker up. Whoops. Whoopsie is right. Okay, nice job by the side judge.
All right, now, in a case like that, Doug, do you have to change your play?
I wouldn't. And it's the same formation.
Yeah. I don't know if they did or not. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, Williams is in there, 55 as a tailback in the offset eye. And here he comes with a football, trying to get wide. And look at that, turns it up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. You know, who wants to tackle that guy?
Yeah, just take a look at Makai Williams here. He's just, he's just bigger and stronger than the other kids. And you're right. I'd have to think about it.
I don't want to tackle that guy. But isn't that the case in the NFL? Sometimes the great backs, they just wear you down in the fourth quarter to the point where, defenders just don't want to tackle those guys.
But, he really hasn't carried the ball that much.
No, he hasn't.
There it is again
He's
on
got it
isolation.
Well, maybe the plan is he's their secret weapon.
Well, that's the way to tackle them. There were 3 of them. 2 went low, 1 went high.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this last tackle here by Colorado Springs. There's 1 low by the ankles and 2 high. That's the best way to do it against a big, strong back.
All right, we're inside of a minute to go in the third quarter. Keeping that ball on the ground, fighting out near the 44-yard line on what may be the final snap of the quarter.
Yeah, that was Corvée King.
So King, we've seen him in the game primarily at linebacker on defense, gets a chance to touch the football. So going with a full house backfield. Running the football again. And man, Colorado Springs right in the middle of that line, shuts things down. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. All right, fourth quarter coming up. Colorado Springs trying to win their first game in the tournament. And Terrence Lemons, does this belong in SportsCenter's top 10? Well, we're kind of prejudiced. It's 20-0 heading to the fourth.
The peak of Expedition Everest can be seen from just about everywhere around Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. It calls the brave to challenge high-altitude hairpin turns and puts you face-to-face with the snarling beast who guards the mountain, the legendary Yeti. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex is one of the most exciting youth baseball complexes in America, where players of all ages compete against both national and international rivals. Athletes can hone their skills year-round through open registration tournaments and spring training programs for high school and college teams on major league quality fields while creating memories that last a lifetime. To find out how your team can play here, visit DisneyBaseball.com.
All right, here we go. Fourth quarter, 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. 2 good teams. Hoffman Estates from Chicagoland trailing Colorado Springs 20-0.
5-yard penalty, third down.
And that 20-0 deficit is totally because of 4 pass plays, 3rd and 17 that was converted, and 3 touchdown passes. And other than that, it would be a very, very 4 plays. Totally has changed the game.
So Frailer's got a couple of touchdown grabs in this game. Terrence Lemons has a touchdown catch. Here's the pitch. Corvée King on the carry. And now it's 4th down.
And the War Dogs just simply pursue and run too well for perimeter running plays. They just, they really, really run to the football. They set the point and then they run.
All right, obviously, for Hoffman Estates down 3 scores, 20-0, going for it here on 4th down. This is a big, big possession down right here. You don't know how many more possessions you're going to get in the 4th quarter.
That's right. Unless they get some turnovers. Yeah, I like the tight splits now.
Running formation. Going to try to throw out of it. And sacked back at the 35-yard line. And the ball's going to go over on downs.
You got a flag.
And you got a flag down as well.
That's back in the area where it could be pass interference.
Dylan Black, 97, led the way for Colorado Springs. But let's check out the flag.
Holding on the defense. 10-yard penalty, made the line of game, 1st down.
All right, so that's a huge call. It keeps the drive alive. It looked as if they were going to have to turn the ball over to Colorado Springs. Instead, it's defensive holding.
Yeah. And again, here's that power triple formation. Let's see if we can pick up the hole. I thought, yep, I saw it right there to the top of your screen. Now he's out of the picture. That was the right corner that had his hands on him coming out. On the tight end.
Man, what a big play. Instead of having the ball at the Hoffman Estates 35, it's a 1st down for the Red Hawks at the 46-yard line of Colorado Springs. And we have got a timeout on the field. Hey, coming up immediately after the game, post-game show presented by Genie. Kevin Cork will have all of your highlights of all the games. I mean, you're seeing this game, and we've got games that we're focusing in on, but there's a whole host of games that are going on at the same time. Kevin runs all that down, and also the post-game analysis. Post-game show, that's something new we're doing this year, as we're going wire to wire with all the coverage all day long. And don't forget, after this game, we've got 2 more live games to come. But the one thing to remember, coming up after this game, the post-game show presented by Genie. That's probably a pretty good place to watch a game.
Yeah. Oh boy, the nice, well,
Kind of windy up there.
yeah, a little bit windy. I would like it if the wind was blowing a little harder.
But look at that camera shot. It
Yeah,
delivers.
it's a great one.
No pain, no gain.
I still would like to see Hoffman Estates run the football, run that power. They have not been successful, so run the football. And the only time they have been is when they get interference.
Well, they're in that run formation now. Here's a direct snap. Down to the 44-yard line on that 1st down carry.
The War Dogs, I'll tell you, they play great defense. It's a very simple scheme, and they execute it. They penetrate, man-to-man, pressure defense. Oh, boy, just cannot get it going at all.
Shinhoster spins his wheels. Turf Moss. I don't know. I think he may have tripped over one of his blockers there.
And that was Grant Baker, the defensive tackle for the Colorado Springs War Dogs that made the play.
3rd and 9. This drive kept alive by a defensive holding penalty on 4th and long. Hoffman Estates trying to get something going. We're down to almost a little over 7 minutes to play in this game. Pitch to the right side. Kings brought down after a short gain. So here we go again on 4th down.
4th and about 8 or 9. They just can't run the football and have not been successful throwing it. The penetration is, you hear it over and over, but it's true. Penetration kills the running game, and that's what this defense is designed to do.
Reiger comes into the game 23 and brings into play. Hoffman Estates has not converted a 4th down today. Play action. And quarterback is sacked back at the 49-yard line, and the ball is going to go over on downs.
Yeah, the beat goes on, and that they just can't protect the quarterback at all. That was Gavin Herbert from the defensive end spot that makes the sack, and they just don't have enough numbers to block all these blitzes and gap penetration.
Coming off the corner, Jaden Oliver, along with Andrew Johnson, the coach's son. They were in there very, very quickly. And so now the ball goes over on downs. You know, in your conversation with Andrew Johnson, he was telling you that he was very concerned about Hoffman Estates after he had seen them on video. And that's another area where Pop Warner is getting a lot more sophisticated than it used to be. Where you're able to, acquire videos and see the teams you're playing. I mean, think about this. When they started this tournament in '97, how many of those teams came in just totally blind of who they were playing?
Yeah, that without any idea as to what's the style of it, because the video is the whole answer. That's the solution.
Now, obviously here, Colorado Springs has got the football. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. And they want to run this play clock down if they can. Take as much time as possible. They're sitting on a 20-0 lead, a 3-score lead now on the boys from Chicagoland.
Yeah, I do not look for them to throw the football here unless they absolutely have to. That was a little counter play off the power I.
Terrence Lemons on the carry.
You know what I like about Colorado Springs? They're very simple. They're simple on offense, they're simple on defense, and they execute. And that's always the key to being a good football team. The fewer mistakes you make, the better opportunity to win.
Yeah, there's Coach Johnson. And he has coached them up. Big moment of this game may have been that defensive stand they had at the end of the first half.
Yep. And now, good job with the Cates. They draw Hoffman Estates offsides. That'll make it 3rd and about 2.
End of the first half, the score was 12-0. And Hoffman Estates had the ball down at the 15-yard line with a few seconds to go, and they were unable to score. If they had cut the lead to 12-6 or 12-7 at that point, we may have had an entirely different game.
And Dave, the other key issue I thought was when Colorado Springs was deep in their own territory, had 3rd and 17.
Oh, that's right.
And converted with great execution on a wide receiver screen.
And Frailer broke the tackle.
And then they scored. And that really broke the game wide open.
So they're keeping the ball on the ground, and look at the clock just melting away. And as a coach, you can relate to this. That's just killing you as you watch that time running down.
Boy, and again, they're going to just keep running the football. And Bo Frailer has been a huge impact in this game as a receiver, breaking tackles.
Cooper Venasink in there at the quarterback spot.
He's lucky he got that exchange made. That was a full blitz, and the defender was unblocked. And lucky that wasn't, it was a turnover. 4th down. Yep.
So the ball's going to go over on downs.
Yep.
So if you've got something special, Hoffman Estates, you better pull it out right here. You're down 20-0, under 4 minutes to go in the 4th.
Absolutely, it's just dominant performance by the Colorado Springs defense, and again, it's just a defensive, a gap 8 defense, man-to-man defense, penetrate, not complicated, but boy, do they execute it.
So the Redhawks come up to the line of scrimmage. They take over the football at their own 41-yard line. Looking to throw. And that pass, is that a completed pass?
I think so.
I think Rosa was Jeremy Rosa Jr. able to make a really nice catch.
Well, they're walking it back.
Oh, okay.
Incomplete.
JoJo Lovelace tried to thread the needle in there, not a real big window to throw into. Here's another look at it.
Yeah, that ball definitely came out, no question.
Stops the clock, 3:38 to go, second down and 10. Hoffman Estates has all 3 of their timeouts. Listen to the fans from Colorado Springs starting to chant defense. Botched exchange. War Dogs say they have it.
And they do.
And they do.
Penetration, pressure defense forces errors.
Let's go over to the Genie Update desk and Kevin Cork.
All right, guys, it's the Colts and the Saints, and check out Marcus Fleming Jr. Trust me, Marcus Fleming Sr. is awfully happy about that 38-yard touchdown run. 20-6, Tamiami out in front in that one. Meanwhile, the Raiders got the job done over the Cardinals. It's in the books, and that's right, the black and silver victorious. 24-0 is your final score in that one.
All right, Kevin, thank you. And we'll catch Kevin. He'll have more once we hit the postgame show at the end of this game. And frankly, Colorado Springs may be about one more first down away from putting this thing away.
Yeah, and there's a penalty flag down. I think they're counting players. They may have.
Made a line again, first down.
All right, so this penalty is going to be marked off against Hoffman Estates.
3:26 to go, and now you're going to see the football on the ground.
And Colorado Springs really is not too concerned about scoring again. They just want to run this clock out.
Advance. It's all
Survive
about
and advance.
Exactly.
And the ball set for play. Oh. Keep this one on the ground. No gain. Back to the line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and Hoffman Estates now, they are blitzing every snap. They know what's coming. It's not complicated.
Nice stop by Giovanni Sanchez. You saw him come off the field, number 28 for Hoffman Estates.
Makai Williams is in there. He is over the left guard. There he is.
That was a really interesting offensive play. They faked the jet sweep,
Yep.
and then handed the ball to the first man through. It was well defensed by Hoffman Estates. Hey, you know, we're down to 2.5 minutes to go in this game, Doug, and obviously we may see Hoffman Estates again, but they're going to lose this game to Colorado Springs. But how impressed have we been with Makai Williams, number 55, for the guys from Chicagoland? I mean, he really has stood out in this game.
Oh, big time. He is absolutely the best lineman that we've seen up to this point in the tournament, no question.
Fast, physical,
Explosive.
3rd and 13. Out of the straight eye to the tailback. And down near the 27. So 4th down coming up.
Absolutely nothing. And again, they just wear you out. They run the football offensively, but their defense is the reason why they've been so successful. And their ability to throw the football. Both Frailer in particular, the wide receiver, has been outstanding.
And Frailer in this game, 2 touchdown catches, a 45-yard gainer to set up another touchdown. All right, we're down to 70 seconds to go in the game, and Hoffman Estates, you can see they have their full complement of timeouts. Not good to choosing not to use them.
And the key with Frailer is not only is he a good receiver, catches the ball real well, but he breaks tackles. I mean, every one of his big plays, the 2 touchdowns and the 45-yard gain, he's broken tackles. He's very strong.
Hey, Doug, let's creep in on Kevin Cork, hard at work at the update desk. There he is. Oh, he sees us. Coming at you, big guy. We'll see you for the post-game show as soon as this game is over. And we've got 2 more games coming. Drew Felios, Rini Angolia will have the call on the next 2 games. Port St. Lucie, Capital City, North Carolina. They know their way to the Pop Warner Super Bowl. We've seen both of those organizations before. Also got another game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. 4 games. Back to back to back to back to start this tournament. Port St. Lucie, Capital City coming next, 4 o'clock Eastern. And that'll be on the other side of the postgame show. On 4th down, that pass intercepted. Coming back the other way. 50-yard line. And dropped at the 44. So Giovanni Sanchez makes the interception and brings it all the way back into Colorado Springs territory on this 4th and 10 play.
Yeah, the receiver ran a slant and go, and the quarterback threw the slant.
That's never good.
That's not good.
We have the illegal block in the back and an intercepting team. Be a 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Yeah, it's one of those option route deals, and options can be dangerous.
So that's a big penalty. Instead of having the ball 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of Colorado Springs with a minute to go, and you know that Hoffman Estates would love to get something on the board in LA.
Nobody wants to get shut out.
Yeah,
Nobody.
you don't want to get shut out. Takes the ball all the way back to their own 21-yard line.
Regardless of the result today, Hoffman Estates will have an opportunity to play another game. They'll have a wonderful time down here at the Disney. They're certainly going to go to their share of attractions, and it'll be fantastic. It's supposed to be a nice week of weather. I know they're very, very disappointed. I understand. But, hey, it's not all bad.
No, it's not. And you know what I find out? One of the things I really love about this tournament is young people as a group are really resilient.
Oh,
you know,
time.
media, parents, coaches,
Yep.
you know, we wear losses. These young guys, they're going to turn the page and come back hard next time out.
Hey, this is a reward for a great season.
That's a great point. That's an absolutely great point. 2nd down and 10 at the 21. Breaking tackles and brought down at the 27-yard line. Hoffman Estates choosing not to stop the clock here. Nice tackle made by Edward Kyle. He's put an impact on this game, offensively and at the tailback spot, and defensively too.
And I'll tell you, Colorado Springs is a definite threat now in this tournament, no question. They have proven today. They certainly belong here, and I think are a legitimate threat to win this whole thing.
Yep, they're on the verge of throwing a shutout here, and they've showed the ability on offense to make big plays. This game was scoreless after 1 quarter. Frailer had a pair of touchdown catches in the 2nd quarter, 12-0 at the half. Terrence Lemons, a touchdown catch in the 3rd. And that's your final. Well, now we have gone, we're all zeros.
dominant effort, dominant by the War Dogs from Colorado Springs.
All right, so the final score is 20-0. Doug, let's take a look at some of these stats. Boy, how about that Colorado Springs defense that held Hoffman Estates to 0-8 third down conversions today?
And 60 total yards of offense
Wow.
today. That is a dominant performance.
So you take a look at, in terms of offense, Colorado Springs tripling up Hoffman Estates, 193 total yards to 60 for Hoffman Estates. All right, let's send it down to Andrew Johnson, the head coach of Colorado Springs. First of all, Coach, congratulations, a great effort. How about that defense, first of all?
Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. It takes a team effort, but today our defense, I told one of your guys earlier, I felt like we had the best defense in the tournament, and they shut them down today. They did a good job.
For the penetration defensively, Coach, and the coverage was pretty darn solid down the field. I thought the key play of the game, though, was when you converted on 3rd and 17 from deep in your own territory.
Yes, sir. We're kind of against the grain there, and I just felt like we get one of our guys out into the flat, a quick screen that he could possibly break it, and he did a good job. My boys play tough and they play well, and they make me look good. I give all the credit to them. They played a heck of a game today.
All right, Coach. Andrew Johnson, head coach of the War Dogs of Colorado Springs. Congratulations on your first win, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you. I want to say hi to my mom. She's watching. Hi, Mom.
There you go. Outstanding. All right. So from our partner Doug Graber, I'm Dave Weekly. That's going to do it for this game. A pretty entertaining ball game. But Colorado Springs, the War Dogs, they make the big plays on offense, and they throw a shutout on defense, and they win 20-0. We've got 2 more live games still coming this afternoon on ESPN3. But after this break, we'll swing it over to the Genie Update Desk and Kevin Cork for the postgame show. This is ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida has emerged as the pinnacle of youth tournament travel, catering to the needs of the entire family. We offer a complete line of solution-oriented products and services to address the complex needs of teams on the road and the team parents who support them. To find out how to achieve vacation victory, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
You're looking at the ESPN Wide World of Sports, home to all things sports, and host of the Pop Warner Postgame Show, presented by Genie, as we continue our coverage here on ESPN of the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. Great to be with you as always, everybody. Kevin Cork will get you back out to the next contest, which is coming your way right around 4 o'clock Eastern Time here today. But we've already had a full slate of action here today. We take you back out to the field for the last game you were just watching. A very good game, by the way, for the squad from Colorado Springs, the War Dogs, taking on the Red Hawks in this one. Joseph Lovelace. Not loving the result of this play, however. It's picked up by Terrence Lemons, who made lots of lemonade in this contest. Wait till you see his highlight coming up. But first, it's a score. Check this out. Gavin Herbert, Elijah Figueroa, all the way for the touchdown. The kick was no good. Not to worry. His club was out in front, 6-0. More where that came from. Herbert, Figueroa. Sounds like a law firm. And they do it right. Touchdown again. 12-0. Now later, it's going to be Herbert, this time in the third quarter. Little shuffle pass to Edward Kyle. Now Edward's going to bobble it just a bit, but he's so strong. Look at him fight off the tackle, make a throw, and would you believe Terrence Lemons is there? Cut right there. Whoop! Gotcha all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Nice block downfield, by the way. That, folks, is what we call a Sports Center Top 10 nominee. You see that? Off the deflection. He's got it. His club goes on to win in a shutout, 20-0. Nice specs, kid. Getting the job done out there on the field anyway. All right, Hornets, Cowboys in this one. And what a contest for the Hornets. Elijah Jeffries, Tyler Smith, right place, right time, coming back toward the house and going all the way in. Number 4 with a bullet, all the way for the touchdown, 7-0. Kachiga. DC feeling great about it. They love this too. They love the defense, but for a moment, because Dante Grant gets behind them, 7-6. Now check out Ty Smith. Earlier, I showed you a touchdown catch, right? Ty playing good defense too. Give me that. That would end a drive for Mount Hope. No hope on that one. Later, DC again, and it's Jake Sean Barham scoring, making it 14-6. To the fourth quarter we go. Have you seen Marquel Cobbs? Well, you have now. Marquel to the house. 20-6 in the fourth quarter as Watkins out in front by a pair of touchdowns in this one. They are in very good shape. Raiders, Cardinals, and it's Jonah Henry. You know, Jonah knows how to catch. But what he does with the football after he catches it is perhaps even more impressive. Broke one tackle, broke that tackle, kept right on running. Mama roll the VCO. Do they still make those things? 6-0 at that point. Later, his team's leading big. Trevor Sue, Shane Molina. 50 Shades of touchdown right there, my friend. 24-0. His club wins 24-zip. Love the jerseys, love the helmets. Reminds me of my high school. They're probably bigger than I was in high school. All right, let's check out another contest. Colts and the Saints in this one. Amars Harrell hands it off to Roscoe Parrish III. Don't know if the first and second did, but if they play football like that kid, they're pretty good too. 6-0. Later, it's Jermaine Witherspoon looking for Mikel Solis. Come on, Mike, make that catch, baby. Good job. 14-zip. And the team from Florida, that's how they say it down in South Florida, out in front. But here comes the Saints. Cameron Watson right up the middle. No good on the extra point, down 14-6. But then it's Marcus Fleming. This is how you salt away a contest. Nice cut to long strides. Remember this team. I have a feeling they're going to be there when it matters. 20-6, Tamiami, and they are legitimate threats to win the whole thing. So let's take a look at your 58 Pop Warner Super Bowl scoreboard. This is the Pee Wee level of Division II. You see the Springs with a big shutout, 20-0 over the Hoffman Estates. Another shutout as Kapahulu knocks out the Cardinals from Salinas, California. Watkins, easy right now over Mount Hope, Rhode Island. And Tamiami, not much of a problem with Norfolk. You have to say it like that, Norfolk. It's 20-6. As we take a look at the semifinals, they set up this way. The Springs is in. They await the winner of that DC Rhode Island matchup. Ditto for Hawaii. They wait for the winner from either the Sunshine State of Florida or the Commonwealth of Virginia. Don't forget, everybody, the action continues as we continue our coverage here on ESPN of the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. We have games coming your way this afternoon. 4 o'clock, it's Port St. Lucie, Florida, set to battle Capital City in North Carolina. And we have Division II Midget quarterfinal action at 6 p.m. tonight. It's Westland, Massachusetts, always a crowd favorite, set to take on Chino, California. By the way, you can enjoy all the action online on ESPN3 or take it with you with the Watch ESPN app as we continue a great kickoff day here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. For the entire crew here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports, I'm Kevin Court. This has been the post-game show presented by Genie. Pop Warner Super Bowl action continues at 4 p.m. Don't go away. We'll be back for that in just a few.